Yeah, there's one piece in there in that.
All right, here we are back. Week 5 predictions video. Here with G's. I'm pretty much fucking blind after the LASIK surgery, so y'all bear with me about the stuff. I think I'm going to be reading most of it correctly. We'll see. I got shades on. It's dark as hell in here. Basic things we start off with, stay on top of the recruiting if you want. It's not a big deal at this point. We're not pushing for what the recruiting because anybody you bring in this season is literally not going to have any off-season boosts. But the main two things, stay on top of the rules. We had to hand out another suspension this past week, so hopefully we can avoid doing that. If you have any questions, ask myself for another commish. And stay on top of your streaming. Of course, the 6 games of the week, always pinned in main chat. If you're the road team, it's your obligation to stream. You may ask the home team to stream. Hopefully they're nice enough to do that as well. If you're lagging, you do have to try to stream before you cut it. So let's get into this basic stuff. I'm going to do the top 25, and then Jeez is going to do all of the players of the week and the Heisman watch so that I don't have to look at the screen. But you got Michigan, Mississippi State, Texas A&M, Colorado, and Clemson, rounding out your top 5 there. Also, the last 5 undefeated teams. No, Miami is also. Yeah, Miami is also undefeated. So we got 6 undefeated teams left in the country. 1 from the Big Ten, 1 from the Big 12, 2 from the SEC, and 2 from the ACC. With Auburn, Baylor, NC State, Penn State, and Arkansas right now at your top 10. And then Ohio State, Florida State, Texas, Florida, Oregon State, Oregon, Boise State, Iowa, Virginia Tech, and Arizona State all in the top 25. So we got a lot of users in the top 25. That's good. G's Heisman watch.
All right, we got the Heisman watch here. We got Jalen Tunyon. Stop. Running back out of Oregon, leading the way. We got Vaya King coming in second for Mississippi State. Third, we got Kemen Spell, running back for Michigan. Stop before you fall. Can you get her? She's standing on top of this chair. Stop doing that. Sorry about that, y'all. Bradley Joseph, running back out of Baylor. And then finally, we got Daryl Hated, running back out of Arkansas, all running backs.
He was almost a Mississippi State Bulldog 2 years ago. Got him we had a recruiting battle week. All right, players of the week, starting off with nationally.
All right. Player of the week, defensively, we got Eric Brown, 6 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, an interception, 3 pass breakups, and a touchdown. And a win over Penn State.
Yeah, they hammered. They hammered them at Penn State too. That's crazy.
Yeah, very good win, Eric. Offensively, for the nation, we got Nardo Wick, 10 catches, 243 yards, and 5 touchdowns, and a beatdown against Georgia.
Savant's a bully. 91 points is crazy. All right, ACC.
ACC. Stop. Yo, she tickling me, yo. Yo, defensively for for the ACC, we got Tevin Carr, 2 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 2 pass breakups, and the beatdown of Oregon. Come on, Freddie, what's going on right there? And offensively, we got Devontae Salmon, 5 catches, 164 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Looks like Rob's
every catch was a touchdown.
Yeah, looks like Rob's putting him to good use. In the portal, he was highly sought after. There's about 8 people on him that first week. Moving on to the Big 12. Of course, you don't have to repeat the offensive.
Defensively, we got Kofi Chiwama, 6 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 pass breakup, and 1 touchdown. And that beat him against Georgia.
Then the Big 10.
Big 10, defensively, we got Terry Sieg, 2 tackles, 1 interception, 1 pass breakup, and a touchdown. And his win at Florida State. And is this a CPU? Oh, no. This is the new user.
Yeah, V.
Offensively, we got Daryl Abba. 18 carries, 126 yards rushing, 2 rushing touchdowns, and 1 reception for 25 yards. And a win against Virginia Tech.
And then finally the SEC.
SEC, of course, we had the defensive guy was the national guy. Offensively, we have Wayne Ariza, 9 carries, 246 yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns.
It don't matter if it's the Heisman or the backup running back. When we play Gabe, we're running all over the yard.
Against Florida. What happened to your running back, your main guy?
He had 9 carries for 60 yards, and he was minus 10 speed, and I put him out for the rest of the game. So
how that happened?
He just got hit too many times. He's built like a fucking toothpick, bro. Dude's like 160 pounds or something like that. So he gets hit 1 too many times, he's done.
Yeah, luckily against me, man, there was no. He had open field the whole game.
Yeah, he didn't get touched very often versus you. All right, go ahead and get into the games here. We do have one game that's already been played. Look at here real briefly. Savon continues to bully folks. He won 86-22 at Oregon State. Looks like he had a 41-point second quarter. Was really the highlight of that. As far as statistically, anything that really matters here, 3 touchdowns passing as quarterback, 3 touchdowns by the backups, and a quarterback by rushing. He must have had a whole bunch of defensive touchdowns or something like that. This one dude's got 5 picks. So, yeah, there you go. You got 5 defensive touchdowns? Yeah, that'll do it right there. Okay, we'll start off with the ACC here. Conveniently, game.
There was a couple of another game played too.
I see it. It must have. Yeah, I see it. It must have just finished. NC State won 42-10. Looked like he up 21-3, 28-10 going into the fourth. Just kind of held control of the game. I know he had a couple suspensions for the game, so he kind of toughed it through that. Looks like his backup quarterback played well. Running back at 100 yards. He had 2 guys go over 100 receiving yards. Just a really balanced day by 4.5 sacks between Way and Beckner. Really balanced day for NC State and a good win for him.
Right, and it also shows that Baylor and LSU played 3 times, but it doesn't show a score for some reason.
So that's Pistol's force win. The game kept dropping, so got that one set there. All right, so starting off the ACC, we got the 20th ranked Boise State Broncos at 1-2. That's of course Jesus' team heading to Tallahassee to play the 13th ranked 2-1 Florida State Seminoles and Coach LP. I'll go first on this one. I think it's going to be a good game. I mean, you got 2 people that both want to run the ball, 2 people that both have fast quarterbacks. So I think we're going to see some running from the quarterbacks here. I don't think either one of you are fantastic passers. I think LP's got the edge on defense, especially since you struggled to stop the run versus me. He should run the ball well. I think you're going to give him a fight, but I'm picturing the Noles pulling away and winning this one. I'm going to say 42-28. Florida State wins. Tell me why I'm wrong.
I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. I think that first 3 weeks I was chasing the Heisman, kind of getting out my game, passing a little too much. And I think we're going to go back to basics, not have the defense out on the field as much. See, did you hurt yourself? Not have the defense out on the field as much. I think we're going to pull this one out, man. I think it's going to be a 28-24 game. Boise goes 2-2.
It'll be a big time win. I know LP's got a bunch of visits this week.
Stop.
Next in a matchup, which is sure to be a good game. These 2 played a couple times. Always ends up in a nail biter. 5th ranked Clemson Tigers, 3-0. Traveling to Austin to play the 14th ranked Texas Longhorns at 2-2. It's E-Fly Pant playing at Mike.
I think I'm going to go with number 5, Clemson. E5's been on a roll last few years. I think Mike has kind of declined a little bit as his team declined. I still think it's going to be a good game because he's at home. Mike's pretty decent. I'm gonna take Clemson 31-27.
Yeah, I think you hit all the major talking points there. Mike's gone down a little bit. E-Fly's been playing a little bit better. It would not surprise me at all if Mike won this game, though. If he took it serious and E-Fly came in there bullshitting, he could lose by 3 touchdowns. I am going to pick Clemson to win. I'm going to say game-winning field goal, 38-35. Tigers take down the Longhorns. Next, rolling through, Miami is going to remain undefeated with a forced win. Auburn over Georgia Tech as well. Florida over Tennessee as well. We have one more game here. We got the Georgia Bulldogs 0-4 Coach Board traveling to the Bounce House in Wisconsin to play the 1-2 Badgers and Coach Delvin. This should be a good matchup.
Yeah, man. Georgia might have, in fact, I know they have a better roster. Still got a roster. Do all that
losing
non-playoff, and I don't even know. Has Georgia gone to a bowl game?
I don't know. He has not.
That's crazy. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with the home team on this one. This is a toss-up. I'm gonna just give the home team a slight edge. I'm gonna say 20-17.
You know, Mississippi State and Wisconsin are the only two teams in the entire country who have yet to turn the ball over this season. Delvin, despite not being a great user, he doesn't turn it over much. And then when you look at the opposite end of the spectrum, Georgia leads the country in turnovers. So not what you want to see going into a road game. I think Board is the slightly better user here, particularly on offense. But it's just what version of him do you get? If he turns it over less than 3 times, he probably wins. If he turns it over more than 3 times, he's guaranteed to lose. I'm going to say Georgia gets it done 28-17 on the road at Wisconsin. I like his roster in this matchup. I think that should be the difference. Right. Kind of like Rob. Rob said the game is going to let Georgia win. Don't worry. Moving on to the Big 12 here, we got another force win, Arizona State over Cal. A lot of people have their CPU games this week, but we do have a winless matchup. The 0-4 Stanford Cardinal traveling to Pasadena to play the 0-3 UCLA Bruins. This is Chevy playing at Tim.
Yeah, man, Chevy has kind of surprised me, man. Like
he almost pulled out the win over Rock last week. Fell just short.
Yeah. Oh, man, this is a tough one, man. UCLA's at home. I do like Chevy, though, man. He's been struggling, man. Man, what the heck, man? Give me Chevy on the road. Pull upset out on the road. I'm going to say 27-21.
Yeah, I'm with Rob as well. He's giving his picks in the comments. I like UCLA here. You get the better. He's supposed to be the better user. He's definitely got the better roster, and he's got home field advantage. I think if Tim doesn't throw the game away, it should be his. But I agree with you, G's. Chevy is certainly better than the level that he's been playing to. I think a lot of that is he has a terrible roster. It's probably the worst or second worst in the league because he's not doing his recruiting. And that's a large part of it. But I will take UCLA to take care of business on the road here. 35-17. Give me the Bruins. All right, Big Ten, we got a game that is underway here. Got the number 1 ranked Michigan Wolverines at 4-0, traveled to Iowa City to play the 22nd ranked Iowa Hawkeyes at 1-2. This is Connor's first game back after basically taking most of last season off. Of course, Chapo has just been walking through the Big Ten like it's nothing for the most part. He's up 21-3. I can't tell if that says second or fourth quarter. My eyes suck right now. He's up 21-3. And I think that no matter what quarter it is, that's probably enough for Chapo to get the win. So I'm going to stick with Chapo winning. I won't pick a score because I can't fucking see what quarter that says.
I'll say Michigan 48-10.
Good pick. This will be V's forced win. Dan's out of town until Monday. Got 2 more matchups here. We got the 2-1 Ole Miss Rebels. Coach Brooks traveling to University Park to Beaver Stadium to play the 9th-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. 3-1 Coach Des. You know, Des really not used to losing at home, and definitely not used to getting his ass handed to him at home. So I know that they're looking for a bounce back against another SEC opponent here.
Yeah, I think he's going to be in there for payback. I'm going to say 31-3.
That's a good pick. I definitely like the defensive numbers there. I think 3 is where I'm going to stick. I'm going to say 7. I say he gets a long touchdown off of them. But give me Penn State in a blowout here, 42-7 at home. Next, we have the game of the week. The 12th ranked Ohio State Buckeyes at 2-1 because Hayden doesn't know how to show up on time to play Morgue. Playing on the road in College Station against the 3rd ranked Texas A&M Aggies, 3-0, and Coach JJ. These two, of course, know each other in real life, grew up together. They've probably played 1,000 times. So we got some good matchups out of these two this year. I'm expecting another one here.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the home team on this one. Let's say 45-38.
Yeah, I like it here as well. I probably would have picked JJ anyway, but definitely at home. I think that makes he doesn't have to worry about not being able to make adjustments and things like he wants to do. So I'll take the Aggies here, just gradually pull away from this one. It'll look like a blowout, but I don't think it'll be a blowout. I'll say 41-24, but it'll be a close game going into the 4th. Finally, to the SEC, we have one more matchup here. Coincidentally, my game. 2nd-ranked Mississippi State Bulldogs at 4-0, traveling to Norman to play the 3-0 Oklahoma Sooners. I guess we did have one more undefeated team. And Coach Morgue. I will be basically blind for this game, so expecting a lot of running, and as soon as I get up 14, I'm going to be running the clock down to 1 second every time. My eyes suck. So, especially moving left to right, bro, it hurts. It hurts so much. So there's no, reading the defense when I'm throwing. So we're just trying to get out of here as quick as possible.
Damn, bro.
I'll let you give your pick first, but just know this is a blind man.
you talking like that, man. You got me wanting to pick more. Oh man, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick Morgue, man. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I understand.
He's at home. He usually plays better at home. Yeah, I'm gonna take him. He's gonna win. Let's say 24-21.
All right, good pick. I'm gonna tell you that I still think even blind will do enough to get done. He couldn't stop the run last year. Hopefully he can't this year again. We're gonna run the ball, get up, play basic zone coverage, and let him throw into it. Hopefully that's the goal. Rob says he ain't no fool. Jason Machoni. I think we'll get you are right, G's. Morgue does play better at home. He can make his adjustments there. I think I'm going to win, but I'm expecting a close game in this one. I'll say 28-24. State pulls it out on top. I may be like E-Fly. I may need pause breaks to rest my eyes. We'll see. That's going to do it for the predictions video. Ran through all the games there. Everybody make sure you stay on top of those, get those scheduled, get them in so we can get to our next advance and keep things rolling. Of course, this is not the final season. We have one more after this one. And then after season 10, we'll be doing our team picking. So I know a lot of y'all are kind of getting wore down with it. Stick with it. You want to be here for team picking. Of course, it's really important going into next year and next game. But appreciate G's joining in, and everybody have a